In this video we're talking about food. Fresh food from Gousto. Okay, so I recently signed up to this online food delivery service called Gousto. There's a few services like this, HelloFresh being another one. And I'm sure if you search online, there's various different easy food delivery preparation type services that exist. And I decided to try Gousto out for a couple of reasons. And I thought I'd take you through them now and my initial impressions of them after a couple of weeks. So one of the biggest problems I have is finding the time to cook and to make food. So spend far too much time eating junk food. So decided to try out Gousto to basically improve that. So hopefully to have ingredients that are needed, already selected, just the right amount, also reduce waste because we waste a lot of food as well. So the aim is to eat better, make time for cooking, reduce waste and try new types of food. So this is where Gousto really came in handy. They have huge menu selections to choose from as well, which makes it really handy. So we've gone for the 4 meals for 4 people. So that's the maximum you can have. You can have, I think, 2 meals, 3 meals or 4 meals and for 4 people, and it works out around £60. It's around £3.25 per meal, and the food is really good. So you'll see in the videos we're talking a few overlays. Unfortunately they're taken on the iPhone, so the quality is not super brilliant, but you get the general idea. So they come in this great big box and delivered to your door. We have them delivered at the weekend, ready for the week, and all the food is really well packaged. There's kind of a woolen insulated bag along with ice in there to keep things nice and cold. So all your meat and kind of food products come in there, and then everything else comes in the other side. Each week we have got a free gift. The first week was a wooden spoon, second week was this tub of rock salt, third week has been this Gousto recipe holder, and I'll take you through that in a moment so you can see some of the recipes. So it's worked out really well. It's costs us around £60 a week, so for those 4 meals, 4 people, and really compared to what we would spend normally, that's really good. But the food is really fresh, it's really tasty, the meat's good quality, the vegetables are all fresh, good quality. So far no complaints in terms of food quality. The things that haven't worked out as well is it kind of says that a meal would take 30 minutes, for example. I don't know where they gauge that 30 minutes from, but I definitely don't feel that's 30 minutes in total as an example. So in general, a 30-minute meal is taking nearly 50 minutes once you've got the bags out, cut things up, slice things up, put them in, put the oven on, etc, etc. So it is more time consuming than I thought it would be. So that's really the negative. So what we're trying to do is do some food prep in the evening. So for example, if an onion, 2 onions need to be diced them up in the evening and put it in a Tupperware box in the fridge or what have you. So try and do as much prep work the day before. So it's I kind of expect there to be obviously preparation work because it is fresh cooking, and obviously if they had diced onion and stuff, that may impact how fresh things are and also increase the cost. But the menu selection is really good. So like I said, we've been doing this for 3 weeks now. We're getting to the stage where we obviously need to review whether this is still something worth doing. If it is something you're interested in, if you have a look in the description, there will be a link below that you can click. If you click that link, you will get some savings. I think it's either £25 or 50% off your first order, and I will also get some discount off previous or next orders as well. Obviously, if you sign up, you can do the same to friends and family as well. So a couple of things to note as I look through the recipe book. So as you can see here, these are the sort of meals that you get. On the back really detailed instructions of everything that you need to do, and all the portions are already kind of in a bag, right? So it's, if there's a certain amount of meat or diced meat, that's already in a bag. If there's a certain amount of curry powder, that's in a little sachet you open up. If there's 2 tablespoons of tomato puree, that's in a little tub. So everything is really easy to handle. So the food we've had so far, the only things that we had, well I say we had, I had the problem the first time is, obviously when you've got kids screaming and crawling around your feet and doing all sorts of things, it's hard to concentrate. That's my excuse anyway. And so the first meal I ever cooked, I actually used too much meat. So the burgers were huge and they took a lot longer to cook, obviously because of that reason. I realised that then I had used some of the meat and the cheese from a second meal for later in the week, so I had to go and buy extra of that. But in general, everything, if you pay attention, everything is in there. So one of the meals that we liked most in the first week was this smoky pork chili with pot beans. Really tasty dish with mince, kidney beans. You cook half the kidney beans in the oven and it kind of goes all nutty. It's really good. Had the pork lemongrass with sesame seed balls. That wasn't too bad. Again, nothing we've had is bad. Everything's really nice, just probably wouldn't have that one again. Sicilian chicken and greens was really nice. I'm not really a big fan of olives, but I really enjoyed that meal. The posh open burger with rosemary chips. This was the first one we cooked. This is the one where there was too much meat applied. I had to cook it for so long, so all the melted cheese just came out. We've also had Hoisin meatballs and Chinese sesame rice, chicken red peppers and lemongrass curry, one pot easy chicken biryani. That was my first ever biryani that I cooked myself. Really enjoyable, really tasty. Would love to do that one again. And obviously the advantage of these things is, of course, if you stay with Gousto, you can order these meals again, so the ingredients will come again as they're available on their site, or you have the recipes now to keep, so you can make it yourself. So just buy things from the grocery store and make them again. Spaghetti bolognese, etc. we've had is good. For this next week, we're looking at German brunch with potatoes, chicken satays with cucumber pickle, lamb burger with minty mayo, and chicken teriyaki with sugar snapped peas. Every week, or every time you have this stuff delivered, you can have it as a subscription. You can cancel or pause your subscription, or you can also opt for one-off boxes. When you get your delivery on your chosen day, I'd say Monday to Sunday, it doesn't matter. They tell you, obviously, confirm what meals you have in there, and then based on those meals and the ingredients, when things need to be used by. So it kind of also helps set your menu. So certain things need to be eaten, so for us, if it comes on Sunday, it needs to be eaten by Thursday. You know, obviously you can have that later on in the week, but there may be something that needs to be eaten by Tuesday, so that kind of defines your meal plan for the week as well. So really enjoying the food, really tasty. The only thing just not enjoying, or is taking longer than expected, is that prep work. So if something says 30 minutes, it's really kind of 50, even if you do get the ingredients right. And perhaps if you had no distractions at all, perhaps you can do things in the 30 minutes. But no, I really like it so far. Definitely worth trying out if you've never tried this before. As I mentioned before, there will be a link in the description. So yeah, why don't you consider it for yourself? If you're busy, you want to eat better, you want to eat fresh food, check it out. It's Gousto. Thanks for watching this video. A thumbs up would be really appreciated. If you're interested in other geek type videos, please consider subscribing to Spectrum Geeks. Why not also follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And before you leave, why don't you check out one of these other videos that may be of interest. Thanks again for watching.